are you ready to divulge who is the one who got Ranma pregnant?
Not quite. I plan on keeping that a bit of a surprise, right? But one thing I will say that is I think we've got the father right. We've managed to find the right person to get Ranma pregnant, and I hope fans and naysayers alike agree with our decision.
Alright, so we know about the pregnancy angle. Obviously that can't be the major, well, obviously it's the major meat of the story, but what else is going on besides that? Like, what's the major plot, the underlying plot of the whole thing?
Basically, as I said, is that there's a whole lot of misadventures that happen along the way, with Ranma trying to basically reveal it to a mother, trying to get everything right, but it's difficult with the Beaky, taking bad photos of her, trying to sell them to everyone at school, and then there's Tsubasa getting jealous and trying to upstage Ranma, thinking that she just got pregnant to be the center of attention or whatever. And then you've got obviously Nadoka obviously popping by here and there and saying, hey, how's it going? And sort of stuff. Oh, what's going on here then?
That's a lot to juggle right there.
Lots of juggle. Yeah. So apart from obviously the people around her, like what do they have to say about this and what's going to happen here now? Another interesting fact as well is it's often debated among fans is what would actually happen if Ranma got pregnant. It's like obviously she has this Jisenkyo curse that basically you splash with cold water, you turn into a girl, splash with hot water, you turn into a guy. In most in fan fictions, would Ranma actually carry the baby and turn back into a guy? Or
yeah, how does that work?
Well, what we agreed on is that basically Ranma would be trapped as a girl for 9 months. You see, that's the common plot device used. But then there's also the discussion as well, what would happen if he got an abortion or whatever? Like, would getting an abortion actually, free him of this lock on his curse, or would it actually keep him trapped as a girl still? So, I don't really want to spoil it for everyone, but what we decided to do basically was Ranma basically debating the option of abortion. Well, should I get an abortion? This is my baby here. I'm supposed to born a guy, but this is my baby here. It wouldn't be any different if I was the father, So yeah, so basically it's Ranma, eventually coming to terms with herself and deciding, to carry the baby, keep it for 9 months and just come to terms with it basically. Trying to find the best way to explain to her mom, bring it to her gently and saying, look, I'm pregnant now.
Doing it like very realistically, no stone unturned, basically.
No stone unturned.
When are we going to be able? When are we going to see the first fruits of your labor online?
Well, we hope to aim for. We don't have a release date yet because obviously the art takes a lot of time. But we're getting in a whole lot of voice actors. Like a lot of people have been sending in their voice actors. In fact, earlier we received the voice of the last lines from Kate669, who does the voice of Tsubasa. I'll just play you a clip from one of her lines. Yep, you all got that.
Very authentic sounding.
Yep, we wanted to make the characters sound as lifelike as possible, but obviously we still got lines to be received. People still have to send in their lines. We still need art. We've got most of the lines in, but we don't have a release date set. But we're aiming for a release date sometime in 2010.
Okay, excellent. Are you going to have to recast certain characters because they haven't handed in their lines yet?
Well, we already had to recast the person who was doing the voice of Akane. The original voice actor, we met her around the same time as we met Mindy-chan. She's been overwhelmingly enthusiastic about this project. Mindy, she did the voice of Ranma in her own project, right? And she introduced us to the person who did the voice of Akane in her project. She sounded very much like Akane, but she was in college and she had to drop out, But we managed to find someone else, and she does the voice of Akane quite well, quite impressively. And that's, like I said, we wanted to make sure that the voices sound as lifelike as possible. Once we get all the voices in, and once all the art is lined up in sequence, then we have it good to go, and you'll see it on YouTube sooner or later.
So let that be a lesson to all you people watching out there. If you're auditioning for a specific character, and you don't have your lines in yet, get to work. What the hell are you waiting for?
Obviously, we can't say exactly when Ranma's Operation Kamala will get released, but until then, my buddy Tim Darby has another Ranma project underway, the Unseen Stories, which is the televising of of certain manga stories that never made it to anime. So until this was released, you'll get your fair share of Ranma 1/2 from JW Studios.
We're keeping Ranma 1/2 alive.
Yep.
So, any final words for the viewing public?
Well, let's see. The grandson of the Apollo Moonhook theory will return, and let me just say that we wanted to make sure this was absolutely as Rumiko equivalent as possible, and I hope, surprisingly, look, we've shown this to many fans of the series, and believe it or not, they've said that this is as close to the manga as you're ever going to get, and if Rumiko Takahashi herself might even approve of it. We can only hope, and we'll see what happens.
Hopefully, whatever we can do to raise Ranma awareness, maybe bring it back from the depths of whatever. This is DjClyve and Jarrah White signing off. I'm terrible, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, what the heck happened to you there at the end?
Well, you know I'm a reporter, not an interviewer.
Yeah, but all you had to do was read the questions.
I couldn't just read the questions, that wouldn't have sounded natural.
So instead you decided to sound awkward.
Look, you want an interviewer, you hire an interviewer. I'm not gonna sit here and take your crap. I was way out of my comfort level. You want it done right?
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will, huh? Maybe I will. Get out of here! Get out of Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for Mr. Clive's remarks, but more importantly, we invite you, the YouTube community, to join us in 2010 for the biggest, boldest, original fan-made project to ever hit your computer monitor. JW Studios presents Ranma's Declaration of Motherhood, an epic tale of laughter, deceit, and mystery. Concocted by the collaborated efforts of Jarrah White, Tim Darby, Mark Iron, KJ, DJ Brett, and dozens of Ranma fans from around the internet. Are you as curious as I to see what they come up with? Stay tuned!